Fivio Foreign is back on social media, crashing out, trying to take our attention away from him being exposed badly from all fronts this week. Fivio is currently having a very hard time coping with the internet now, knowing that he's scary. So he took to his Twitter, and this is what he had to say. He wrote, sucking my teeth, I don't care how many ninjas Ruger box. Man to man, I told him, let's get it on. Every street ninja, no. All call-outs is mandatory. So he forever punani in my eyes.
See, that's that weirdo. Go ahead, everybody sit back, relax. Get your grabber leaf. You know what I'm saying? Get your grabber leaf, roll up your loud. As a matter of fact, go to Instagram, go to the link in my description, click on their Instagram and say, Mac Mula sent me, folks. Just let them know Mac Mula sent you, folks. Get your grabber leaf and roll that shit up because this is going to be a good one. He one of these goofies. Every street nigga know all call-outs is mandatory. No, they not. I don't got to do nothing you tell me I got to do, folks. Get your lame ass on. Y'all asses weirdos, bro. Real deal.
Then he went after 50 for whatever reason. I'm still unsure about this, but we'll get to this a little later in this video. He put 50 punani for coming at old YNs.
What is an old YN? What does that mean?
T.I. owed a literate country out on his heels. Ain't no changing subjects, ninja. And I hate how New York didn't stand together about that ish, but F it. Now, when he says 50 is punani for coming at old YNs, he considered himself an old YN.
He's
like
a loser.
Fivio Foreign is closer to 40 than he is closer to 30.
Exactly.
But yeah, Fivio Foreign OGs or Chief Keef and Pop Smoke. Like, how does that work, bruh? All right, Fivio Foreign is like a decade older than Pop Smoke. The reason why Fivio Foreign is on his Twitter timeline right now, ranting and raving and popping it and typing his finger away is because Fivio Foreign is...
Fivio Foreign to be 36 in 13 days. In 2 weeks, he'll be 36. Like, bro, get a life, bro.
Embarrassed. He's embarrassed that his cards got pulled. Right? They called his bluff, and he ain't live up to it. See, Fivio Foreign was popping it during his interview with DJ Academics. He was popping it. He was calling out several rappers, saying how they not street, they not tough like him. One rapper in particular is a rapper from Chicago.
Bro, y'all got to get off that weird ass. That shit is gay, bro. That is like, why do you care so much about another nigga thinking you tough so bad? Y'all ain't street like me. Y'all ain't tough like me. Y'all ain't no street niggas like me. Congratulations, bro. Don't nobody get no fuck, gang. We don't care. Most of the world we don't care how much of a street nigga you is, bro. Nobody, we don't get no fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
I could call Ruger. Fivio Foreign told Academics how he had Ruger scared and shook.
Oh, okay.
He told Ruger, let's fight, and Ruger ain't want to fight. He ducked it because he's Fivio Foreign.
I don't want to fight your weird ass either, bro.
Now, he was popping it during his interview before he knew that Ruger was going to call his bluff. But no, seriously, before we can discuss how Fivio Foreign got exposed, let's just rewind.
Look at this big ass, goofy ass chain you got on as a 36-year-old man.
Fivio Foreign popping it and convincing the world that he's really tough and like that before he knew what was going to transpire after this interview.
One is like big, like free like Hoover concerts that's generating millions. So anyway, and my brother Gino was there, all type of shit. Jerry was there. It was a lot of there. I ain't gotta never lie, right? So they told me that Rugen was in the building, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bring him here. Bring him in my room. Because they had me a separate room, whatever, in my room. So I don't know him. I just know he was GD. And that time, when we was in Atlanta, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, bring him to the room. We brought him to the room. I'm like, yo, hey, Sam, GDK. You know my big song. That's how I'm living. So I'm like, yo, bring him to the room. I got to see what he on, right?
Grown ass man talking about something, I'm GDK. Like, bro, get a life, bro. Where your kids at?
And he steps to the room, and this is word to my mother. I swear to God, I kissed the floor. I'm dying right now. My mother rolling his grave. I'll never lie. Nipsey Hussle rolling his grave because they said streets. The nigga came to me. I said, yo, listen. I heard you as GD. We gonna fight right now. We gonna get it out the way. This is what we gonna do. This is what's gonna happen. And then you could go record so we can live how we live. But me, see, I'm a hood. And this
y'all know I like putting y'all on the stuff that can, you know, make your life easier. This video is brought to you and sponsored by Anson Belt and Buckle. Designer belts are for the birds. They cost all this money. They still rip. You got these tiny holes in them. They barely fit. Forget that, man. Anson belt and buckle comes with 3 belts and 3 buckles. So you got a total of 9 different combinations. Anson has a special technology that makes every belt fit everybody. Now, they're a family-run company that's been around since 2009. And like I said, they completely changed how a belt should work. Now, instead of these dumb holes that be in all these other belts, Anson comes with their own technology. It's a micro-adjustable track system with 1/4-inch adjustments. Especially for all y'all to be walking around with your pants on the ground. Maybe if you had a belt that worked, your pants wouldn't be half off your knees, man. So instead of owning a bunch of different belts, you can just own one belt with a bunch of different combinations that not only do they go with every outfit, but they also provide comfort while still looking fresh. Did I tell y'all that the belt adjusts with you throughout the day? Backed by more than 40,000 5-star reviews and a lifetime guarantee, Anson belt and buckle just makes sense. So since Anson belt and buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click that link in the description or when you scan this QR code and start building your box set, you'll get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap, completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps that can all uniquely be mixed into 9 different combinations. My guy, it's an exclusive deal that you won't get anywhere else. So click that link in the description and upgrade your belt game today.
This is like different gel tactics. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get this out the way so you're not doing some weird shit thinking, oh, I'm a backdoor 5 in. I'm gonna call my other G man, right? We're the mother. So I'm like, all right, cool.
You're a dork.
You was not about to fight him and just go back to recording.
You are a dork.
That's nothing. It's easy. I'm good.
Why? So, hey, bro, you're GD, I'm GDK. Let's fight. 30-year-olds fighting for. Bro, that's what's supposed to be going on when you 14, 15, and you too fucking stupid to understand that this is dumb. You supposed to, by the time you 35, 36 years old, you supposed to understand, like, hey, this is some corny, lame shit. I'm not finna be fighting. The fuck do I look like? If I'm a millionaire, I'm 35, I'm 27 and I'm not fighting. I promise you niggas, I'm not fighting no nigga at 35 years old, bro. For what? Cause you GD? Cause you GDK and I'm like, who cares? Why do y'all care this much? That shit is weird to me, bro.
Well, Chicago fight though. The last recorded fight.
Let me tell you what he did, and this is word of my mother. Ain't nobody record this, and nobody put the camera out or nothing, because we just was on man timing, and everybody was there. You know who else was there? Boo, Akon's brother. Yeah. So I ain't lying. I'm lying. I'm dying. I'm flying. You know what the nigga told me? Grabbed his chest and backed up and was like, "Yo, bro, I'm not even on that time and none of that. Like, I don't care about none of that." I swear to God, for my mother. And
what you think? You just clowned him or something? You just showed that he's a grown man and you're a goofy. Yeah, as a grown man, I'm not on that type of timing, bro. I don't care about that. I don't care about you being GDK. I don't care. I'm a grown ass man with kids. Why do I give a fuck about you being GDK? So much so that I want to fight. It's something mentally wrong with these niggas, gang.
Then I saw him later on the internet and I was like, yeah, I had to tell Fonzie about this. I was like, it's crazy.
What?
Nah, that's what happened.
That was hard to follow. It's not your fault. Gangbanging is stupid. So
Right.
Fivio Foreign is GDK. He don't like the GDs. He's from New York. Now, Ruga is from Chicago. He's GD. Now, I don't even know how New Yorkers got Gangster disciples. I thought like GDs were like a Chicago thing, but.
So because I'm GD and you're GDK, even though we don't know each other, we never was into it with each other, we never shot at each other. I don't know you, you don't know me. I don't know your homies, you don't know my homies. We supposed to fight because you GD and I'm G. Shit is fucking stupid.
Nonetheless, though, Fivio Foreign screams GDK in all his songs. So when he seen Ruga was at the event, he claims he invited Ruga over to his room so they could fight it out, so they can just get the tension out the way.
What tension? We don't care. The only tension is on your side, you fucking weirdo.
Fivio Foreign. Now, first off, I don't even know why a New Yorker and a Chicago dude would be fighting in the first place when clearly y'all are too far away to even have beef. You being GDK from New York and him being GD from Chicago, that warrants a fight. That, to me, that's just idiotic and stupid and buffoonery.
Corny.
But the claim that Ruga said, no, I'm not on that. That's the claim. Now, Ruger obviously thought this was hilarious. Ruger thought Fivio Foreign was capping. Now, again, I can't even tell you who's telling the truth because I don't know.
Right.
But that's not my point here, right? Who turned the fade down at
the
concert? I don't know. But clearly, once this got to the internet, both of these rappers had a point to prove. Both of them agreed and signed up for a boxing match. But only one of them ducked the boxing match afterwards. After the Fivio interview, Aiden Ross took notice of Ruger and Fivio Foreign going back and forth online. So he contacted Ruger and asked Ruger if he would fight Fivio. Ruger said yeah. Fivio initially agreed to fight Ruger, but then as negotiations was going on, Fivio Foreign ducked it, went ghost, just stopped responding because he didn't want to get embarrassed in the ring.
Okay, here I am.
They don't let academics in the dough.
We only here right now because Fivio ducked me.
True. I mean, I don't.
Now hold on. Now we got to talk about that.
Fivio was supposed to fight Ruger. Well,
I talked to Fivio.
Hold on.
What happened on that?
I'll tell you what happened. We were supposed to make this fight happen. But Fivio stopped answering my Jordan's calls out of nowhere. Just went ghost.
Oh my god!
I'm just being real.
Stop answering.
What? No, hold on now. No, I'm down. Fivio's in New York. I'm gonna call Fivio out. I gotta figure out why he ducked the fight. I feel like I should call him right now.
Let me say that you should call Fivio.
Can I call him right now and ask him why he ain't in the fight?
Yes, because I want to make Fivio and Ruger happen.
Hold on.
Who would want that, chat? Who would want Fivio and Ruger to fight on brand risk?
Now, hold on. I'm gonna give for Fivio. I talked to Fivio off camera. He told me he was ready to put the pause on a lot of, not necessarily Ruger, but he said niggas could get it this year from him. I gotta figure out like what's going on because I thought this was gonna happen.
Remember, everybody in this situation is over the age of 30 years old, bro.
I double call. I hope Fivio not watching the stream like, yo, act chill, bro. Like, you making it hot. Hold on. Give me.
He like, please stop calling. He's watching this shit.
Hold on. Nah, I'm going to get him on here.
Tell him
I'm not going to show the screenshot, but he literally, can I show you the screen? I'm going to send you your phone. He literally ghosted my partner.
Your average rapper can't fight. It's really that simple. Did I ever expect for Fivio Foreign to hop in a ring and risk his entire career? I don't think so.
His career is over. Who's listening to that nigga? Nobody listening to Fivio fucking Foreign no more. All we know is Big Drip. I fell in love with a lit bitch or whatever he said in the song. We don't know.
For a check Aiden Ross could give Fivio Foreign. Now, Blueface got $300,000. I think Fivio Foreign needs $300,000 right now, man. But your average rapper can't fight. And the last thing you want to do as a rapper is go in that ring and get embarrassed. And now your cool points is out the window, is 100% done. Even a Ruger fight I seen. Now, K-Mac just couldn't fight, right? Like, K-Mac didn't know how to fight, to be honest, bro. Right? He's like a street dude. I love K-Mac. I love his spirit, right? I want to see K-Mac win. Bro has overcame a lot. But you got to take this boxing thing more seriously, bro. Like, and I felt like K-Mac can't take it seriously. Yo, K-Mac is like, what, 160 pounds? Why wasn't K-Mac in shape? Why was he getting gassed out, like, in 3 rounds? Right? Like, he didn't take it seriously, and that's his fault. And, you know, and even Ruger, like, bro, like, I watched Ruger, like punch like this, and I'm like, that's not, like none of these dudes are technical boxers.
No.
Right? They'll have a hard time in the ring with me, I tell you that, Paul. Hey, man, I ain't popping it. Right? I ain't popping it. Listen, man, the only person I want to fight is Crit Mac, but he ducking it. And he don't want to fight. Right, like they contacted him to fight me, man, and he said he wants $55,000. Man, bro, stop it, bro. You're not worth $500, man. but this is not the only bad news for Fivio Foreign this week. So
bro, what the fuck going on, bro?
I guess ex-best friend, Pop Smoke. Now it is rumored that him and Pop Smoke weren't seen eye to eye before Pop Smoke's death, but Pop Smoke's family did an interview with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, where they called out Fivio Foreign and others for being fake industry homies and not holding down Pop and his family after Pop's death.
Checks in.
Who checks in? Who checks in?
We're not gonna name drop. We're not gonna name drop. We're not gonna name drop. If you don't want to name them, bro, you ain't got the name them.
So who's supposed to check in?
I think everybody's supposed to check in like how we're checking in now in due time.
I agree. The people that y'all would think should be tapping in, not tapping in. You know, academics already had an interview with Fivio, already ran down on him on the internet.
Damn, you ran down on Fivio?
Like, yeah,
Bro, y'all niggas is corny.
But why
bro.
though?
it's like you out, and this is what I'm saying. This is my.
But you don't feel like that stress your mom?
No, let him talk.
I'm just asking.
I got answers, bro. I'm not afraid, bro. Listen,
I
for
know
me,
you're not afraid.
wallahi, all praises.
Facts.
Listen, at the end of the day, when you say you love, like for instance, if I was to die right now, my friends don't come support my mom or my family ever. That's an issue. I'm not saying you got business and you flying out and you got stuff to take. Everybody got to get their money, bro. I would never want to see a black man not get no money.
I feel you on that.
But if you talking about, yo, I'm ride or die, yo, we the woo, shoot for the star, I got it tatted on me.
As somebody who has lost all my best friends, like all my best friends who I grew up with are all dead.
Me
Like
too,
they've
bro.
all died.
Me too, bro.
So
Most
I
of them.
can speak towards this.
It's only a
because
few, but I don't kick
feel
it with them no more.
an obligation, right? And I feel an obligation specifically because, yo, these are people I love. So, like my one homie who just passed away, and he was the last one out of the group, and he had a baby on the way. I feel an obligation to that baby to step up and do whatever I can to that baby because, like that's my homie. Like that's somebody who I told I love you to
Right.
every time I seen him.
Right.
Right? So I can't tell you I love you, homie, and then you pass away, and then I forget you, and I forget your mama, I forget your family, right? And I'm not probably as wealthy as half these rappers, but you got to step in if you love somebody.
For sure.
Now, I have my own personal biases when it comes to Pop Smoke's brother.
It don't gotta be the most crazy thing in the world, though. You can send that nigga $100 a month, $200-$300 a month, $1,000 a month. You can send him something like, hey, I got you some diapers. Hey, I got you this. Like, you could do a lot of shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you could do a lot. But you ain't gotta you ain't gotta get a nigga $1 million and take care of him, buy him a Rari and all that shit. No, but if I had a homie that passed and he had a kid on the way, and nigga, that's my nephew, nigga. Like, I ain't finna let him go out bad.
I'm not going to include it in this video. I just think dude's an overall cornball, to be honest, bruh. Like I remember, like one time I was, you feel me? I had my brother on the podcast, and I found out after the fact. I didn't know. So, like, one of the producers said, "Yo, Pop Smoke's brother sent in a super chat," and apparently, like, I read the super chat and we discussed it, but I didn't know who the brother was. I didn't recognize his name, and so I didn't shout out the quote unquote brother. I just read the super chat and shout out, you feel me, and shouted out the name. This dude was apparently insulted that I didn't know he was Pop Smoke's brother. So he went on Instagram dissing me. So the dude is a cornball all in all, but I felt like his mother articulated properly and really put into perspective what's expected and what's not expected. Right? You feel me? He should let the mother speak. So the mom stepped in and she really broke down how foul these people are.
That's it.
Got you.
So you see, as the firstborn, he has expectations.
Is that Pop Smoke's brother right there?
And he also feels an obligation to cover his mother.
That's right.
I, on the other hand, if you show up, you're supposed to be there. You don't show up, you're not supposed to be there. Right?
It shows you who you are.
Those were people who knew him, were a part of his world, on the ride for whatever it is they were going to get from being there with him. Not mad at you. Don't abuse me, don't use me. Right? If you're not dealing with me, you're not dealing with me, but don't come through when you need a favor. Right? Because it's about being real. So I am not as upset as he is.
Yeah, he's upset.
Yeah, he is. Because, it's his brother.
Right. No, I understand.
That's Pop Smoke's brother and mom.
There's a different place. And so, because he knows of them and he understands that if they are who they said they were,
Right.
then they should cover us a little differently.
Got you.
But the fact that you're not covering says you are not what you say you are.
Forget us, my mom.
Yeah,
I'm my own person. I'm gonna take care of me. You feel me?
definitely.
What are they supposed to do for me though? But what
are they supposed to do? I don't know.
What are they supposed to do for
What
me?
you're doing, the foundation and things of that sort. That's why we here. They showing love.
That's what we really want to talk about.
Especially if they're not asking for money. Like Pop Smoke has had several like albums since he died, so I'm sure the family is well off financially. I'm sure the mama has received a lot of that money if the splits is being done right. They even but they even admitted that like Pop Smoke's, I guess, like manager and everyday dude, Steven Victor, he's no longer tapping in with the family according to them. So that's unfortunate and that's sad. But if they're not even asking for money, they're just asking you to show up and let your name and likeness to help the foundation go, and you can't do that, to me, that's foul. Because I know some dudes might stay away because they don't got the bread right now. They don't got the money to really give or show love to. But if they're only asking you to show up and be present and give your time, and you're not doing it, I don't know, man. Now, I think the mama is talking about showing up and giving your time. I think the brother is talking about show up and take care of me. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that Fivio Foreign is going out sad? Let me know. And if you're still watching this video,
Fivio Foreign been going out sad for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Even that shit with Playboy Max. Hey, bro, you know Playboy Max like 22 years old, bro. You 35 years old beefing like that nigga just corny to me.